today is the day that I'm leaving Australia. I'm currently sitting in the lounge and we are flying to Bangkok. We've had to make a little detour because our Vietnamese visa hadn't come through yet. We randomly looked at our options and picked a flight somewhere else. We have a lot of flexibility with standby because my sister is a flight attendant, so I can do whatever I want and go wherever I go whenever I want. We're currently in the Grab taxi on the way to the hotel. It's about an hour drive and I feel terrible for whatever reason. I always get really sick in planes, especially on long haul flights. I think it's the recycled air. I hope I pull through and tomorrow will be a new day. We've got the goods, the Pocari sweat, which is the only thing that makes us feel alive. We're about to leave the hotel and go look at the Emerald Buddha Temple, the Grand Palace. So let's see if I can make it through the day. We made it to the Grand Palace. I don't know how I feel about the bike riders in Thailand. They're definitely a lot more aggressive than they were in Bali. Let me just introduce you to the Grand Palace. Okay, rookie mistake. Completely forgot that you have to cover up to go into temples, including the Grand Palace. And we're both wearing shorts and I'm wearing a tank top, which is so silly. Change of wardrobe, complete. Thank you so much for your help. We can now enter a temple at last. Holy crap. Look at the detail. I have a model of Angkor here, which is actually where we are headed tomorrow. We're going to Cambodia to continue our journey. It is now day 3. I was so dead yesterday. I ended up sleeping after we went to the Grand Palace. I ended up sleeping the whole day and night because I ended up with a bad chest infection from the plane. I ended up going to the pharmacy. For some reason they can prescribe antibiotics on the spot here. You don't need a doctor. We are about to fly out to Cambodia, to Phnom Penh, to do the killing fields, and then we will be traveling up to Angkor in Siem Reap. Tickets to Cambodia have been acquired. Airport is massive. There's Gareth doing the exact same thing as I am. My friend Gareth has a priority pass, which means we can go into all the airplane lounges, and oh my god. look at the pool.
To the killing field by a sign 12 and 15 killer to come and remove and destroy the Chinese railway and soldiers and politicians were purged throughout the region, throughout the country and Cambodia.
Very loose inside. Little wider front.
I didn't have any.
This cost $4 for a small portion. Look how massive that is. Holy crap. Just egg fried rice and some prawns is all I need to feel happy and full. Just finished my lunch. We're going back to the hotel and then we are going on a river cruise on the Mekong River, so this should be really exciting. Wow. Hi. Wow, that is a steep thing. Wow.
Booty. That one is spelling by alphabet and means Victor, Uniform, Tango, Hotel, Yankee. The Booty. That is exactly Cambodian name. I don't have any nickname. To the peninsula, from the mainland they are across the Mekong River to another new city. So that is the reason I still prefer. It's invaded by Vietnam. From the west side, that is invaded by Thailand. So those countries they're controlling us. Yeah, those countries they're controlling us.
The cruise was a really amazing way to finish off the day. We're just gonna find some street food somewhere to just put something in our stomachs after a long and heavy day, and then we'll head back to our hotel. That's really pretty. Trying to pick food and we're getting bombarded by everyone trying to give us like menus and stuff because this is obviously not super touristy, so they're going to try and make as much money as they can, which makes sense. But it's about trying to find the food that we can all eat without getting sick. Ended up opting for that shop and I'm going for a seafood noodle soup, which should be interesting, and Gareth is having chicken noodles. Yummy seafood noodles. When you ask locals to not make your food spicy, that just means not spicy to them. It is pretty spicy still, but at least it will clear out my lung infection, hopefully, eventually. It might kill all the germs. I didn't really finish it. I just ate the contents of the soup and my mouth is on fire. I don't really do well with spicy food. No, I'm half Sri Lankan. And I asked for non-spicy, but this, whew, yeah, it's cleared me out. My nose is running. So. Look at how fresh. I basically can't leave Gareth alone for 1 second in this district because they would all jump on him. It's crazy. But it's pretty cool to see all the pretty lights.
How are you?
Opting for an iced coffee today. This is so good. Really refreshing, really what I needed on this hot day. So today the plan is to fly to Siem Reap. It was a bit of a hassle because the prices kept bumping up and down and they kept adding taxes onto our flights. But we ended up getting flights for 96 Australian dollars to Siem Reap, so we can go visit Angkor tomorrow, which I'm really excited for because I've been a huge fan of Lara Croft since I was born, and obviously Angkor Wat features in the Tomb Raider movie. I'm very excited to go see that. So Aussie that all he ever has is flat whites. It's surprising that they actually sell them here. We finally made it to the international airport, even though it's a domestic flight, which was very confusing. Also, one thing I've got to say, in Cambodia, transport is so smooth. Like, you can use Grab just like in any other Asian country, but I think the traffic's a lot less bad, and you can pick up a tuk-tuk, you can pick up a bike, you can pick up a car, just anything so quickly and so cheap. I haven't seen anything this cheap since I went to maybe like rural Bali or something like that, but it's so worth it getting the app here. I've once again napped the whole afternoon because I'm still pretty sick, but we've decided to go out, find some food. We made it to Siem Reap very smoothly. The streets here are so much busier than the capital for whatever reason. Unfortunately, I'm, despite my age, quite an old person. I go out early for dinner, I go to bed early. And in Asia, that doesn't really work because everyone stays up until, I don't know, the middle of the night, and no one really starts partying or drinking or anything until like way later into the night. So the street actually looks pretty dead at the moment. And we are actually like old people here so early.
Okay.
What's that one? Ah. I don't know. Just finished a bus ride at 4 AM to go visit the Angkor Wat temple. There's going to be 4 temples today that we visit, and this is the first stop. We are so lucky with the sunrise right now. Look at the colors in the sky, it's beautiful.
You see more parasols with higher rank, less parasol with lower rank. Yeah? They are general, and this is a king. This is a king. What difference between king? Just to remove the soil from the base.
You can see those are some very steep stairs to get up on. Gareth has gone up and taken some videos for me. I'm such a wreck today. I'm really sick still and I don't have the energy. I'm barely alive as it is. Top area, there's no carvings or anything like that. That's actually the prayer room. So you've got the bottom level, which has the carvings, the middle or second level, which is for meditation, and then the top level, which is the prayer level.
Would you like me to take one photo for you?
I survived the first temple. We are now visiting our second temple of the day, which was featured in the Tomb Raider movies. I'm really excited to see what the hype is about. Apparently it's everyone's favorite temple to go to, but it does look like it's set in this beautiful lush jungle.
Would look like before this store now. And walk by your another temple before this store, it used to be like this. It used to be tree growing out. But after the movie, India and Cambodia decided to work for restoration. Can you see? Two ways of restore. Real restore, they replace a new stone, new material, and make the new carvings. Yeah? This is a real restore. You see the dark stone color? The stone still covered by the moss. This means original. And the porcelain work on the foundations. Work as a water buffaloes, the cows, to plough the land. That would be this is the reason that I made the food. But I want to tell you that among the 36 towers, only this tower they make special. Special room called Angkor room. Angkor room. You hear? Yeah. You stand closer, you can hear louder.
I feel like Lara Croft actually going through these. Whoa. This is temple number 3 that we're visiting now. There isn't much information about this one, but apparently this is what the temples looked like before they got restored. So everything was in rubble. And I understand why they actually restored it, because otherwise all of that history would have gotten lost, really. According to what the tour guide said, despite not having much information, this used to be a hospital, I believe, and they have just left it in its original condition.
You see many faces. Some faces look like me. We want to enjoy the picture. Best photo angle.
temple.
Yes.
But also we can see that Hindu interest is it appears.
As you would have guessed from the lack of content from yesterday, I pretty much died after we went to visit Angkor Wat. It was a struggle for me to actually get through that whole tour, which took 8 hours from 4 a.m. in the morning. But it was so much fun and literally a bucket list item that I couldn't tick off. We're actually on our way to visit the Apopo Rat Training Center, and this is where they train rats to sniff out landmines. I thought that was pretty cool, but because the rats, they're not even like the small rats that we know, they're huge. This is where all the bombing happened and landmines during the Vietnam War. And this is all the landmines they have cleared and what is still remaining in the country, which is what the rats are trained for.
And the rat like to work with the prepare ground, like here. Go over there and hold the rat. But here it's not yet. Okay, so here's how it works. The handler will like connect with the harness to the rope and.
Oh, I found one. This is Smarty
So clicking,
Pants.
yeah. So Silver need to go back to her to click first. Silver. You have to wait for the click, yeah. And scratch. Strong scratch. Clicking.
There you go.
It's quite heavy actually.
Yeah. Chubby boy.
Yeah, big boy likes to eat.
When I try eating a lot.
Oh my god, I really want one now.
And then stand on shoulder.
What's that?
And then stand on shoulder.
Yeah.
Got a little video as well. He's looking for Dad though. He's looking for his. I think he's
Are
looking
you
for.
his dad?
He's just my son. Yeah.
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 You gave birth to him.
Yeah.
That was really fun and educational. I really enjoyed holding Jordan the rats. I fell in love with him. And I think the work they do is pretty amazing and how they train the rats. So it turns out that these rats live up to 9 to 10 years. They get trained for around 6 months to sometimes a year. And then they get brought over from Tanzania, where they originate, to Cambodia to work usually 3 to 5 years. And then they get to enjoy their end of retirement for 2 years after they've done maybe like 5 years. They have about like 9 rats at the center, and we got to see 2 of them. One was Silver, who did the demo, and the other one was Jordan, who we got to hold, and they were super, super cute. Really enjoyed it. It was really interesting to know as well that this is a Belgian organization, which is where I'm from. So I felt really proud that we had something to do with it at least, and it was lovely to see what a difference these little animals make in people's lives. Look at this. It's so beautiful.
Oh, yep. Okay. Nice.
Wow.
Lovely. Thank you, sir.
Beautiful. This is the weirdest experience ever. I'm getting a pedicure, a fish pedicure. This is my first time ever trying sticky rice mango. I have no idea what this is, so this could fully ruin the experience. But let's try it. Alright, here goes.
Oh my god. Let's try again.
Holy crap. World's longest elevator. It's pretty scary going down this actually. We've got our last day in Bangkok before we split up tomorrow and do our own thing. Gareth is going to go back to Australia and I'm going to move on to Sri Lanka to visit my family there. It is obviously completely different from what I said at the start of the vlog, but we were very flexible and we're just going with the flow and seeing what happens every day. Obviously because of personal reasons he has to go, so I've decided to do something different. Today we're just going to have a really chill day. I think we're just about to head in and do some laundry, find some random laundry joints. I've got to say it's quite expensive to do laundry here. Maybe that's a Bangkok thing. Maybe let me know in the comments if that's a common thing here. And then we're going to go to one of the big malls, the Siem Paragon, and we're going to take the train to get there. And then we're doing a really cool boat ride on the river tonight. We're trying to work out where to go, but we need to go to Siem here, so let's wing it. Ah! What is happening? Oh, you need to pay another 40. Somehow I managed to work this out. Okay. Okay, it's a bit like a metro station. It was actually fairly easy to figure out once we switched it to English, obviously, but it's just like a standard metro system. We just press some random buttons and hope for the best, and it worked somehow. Found a coffee shop that's even more intense. They actually have oat milk, which is amazing, and then you have to pick which house blend you like. So I went for the B5, which is a medium roast, and Gareth went for B4. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers to the last day in Bangkok. Anyone want to try fried spider? I might have gone a little bit crazy with shopping at this tiny shop that had handmade clothes from Chiang Mai, cotton clothes, and because I'm going to Sri Lanka tomorrow, I thought I might change my wardrobe a little bit so I could cover up a bit more, because tattoos, especially on women, are frowned upon a little bit more where my mum comes from, so I'm going to try and cover up a bit. Telling us that a lot of people fall in the boat, so let's try not do that. Oh my gosh, I made it without falling. That's a miracle because normally that's what I do.
The dome over there, the golden one. That's it, community of making here. Close to Chinatown. So Chinatown opposite side of Santa Cruz Church to the left. Easy. Next time. Yes, please. Thank you so much. Yeah, we have to do like this sometimes. Easy. This is the man-made hole from the wood. And the floor.
It's getting so wet here.
But they're so calm. They're not attack the people. No, they're a little bit shy. They run away. Outside Bangkok.
Wow.
It's good memory for me too. White elephant is a carrier. It's time to pray. Buddhist monk pray. Outside PM. มองอะไรด้วยคนได้ไหม You guys can get some of the food here.
ไงดีกว่ามานี่ว่าไง
We can see brown house.
Can I try? Oh, thank you.
You know, eat it.
That's for me too. It's
That's
tasty.
yum.
It's tasty.
Oh, good.
Ah.
Oh, apparently you're not supposed to eat this. Feed the catfish. We're getting these corn chips. I actually started eating it, but apparently it's for the fish. So here we go. Let's have a look. Oh. Yeah, you're not allowed to have your shoes on there. How cool is that? It's like a traditional old post box. I love the part where you're not allowed to feed the birds, but you're allowed to feed the millions and millions of catfish.
Reclining
don't think I've ever taken this many flights in such a short amount of time. I'm waiting for my flight to Sri Lanka. I'm going to stay a while with my mother and reconnect with my family over there. And of course, I got some sticky rice for the road because I think I might have gotten addicted over here.
Nichanga Alachige Bravin. Mr. Nichanga Alachige Bravin, please contact our staff at the